SFUSD, that's the place to be. SFUSD, bienvenidos a Tijuana. SFUSD, everyone come and see. SFUSD, join our family. S is for students, F for families too. U is for united, talking about me and you. S for solidarity, D is for diversity. SFUSD.
Hello again, friends. It's me, Miss Nikki, Deputy Superintendent of Instruction for San Francisco Unified. Welcome to this special episode of SF Loves Learning. Friends, do you remember last fall when we celebrated George Floyd's birthday? I talked to you about the importance of celebrating his and everyone's life. But when I talked about celebrating everyone, I wasn't just talking about with candles or on birthdays. I meant really letting everyone be who they are and how they are, even if it's different than you. I also talked about racism. When a group of people are treated unfairly because of, what they look like or where their family is from or where they're from. Today I want to speak up against the racism that has hurt the lives of our Asian students and families in these past years and especially over these past months. These are our loved ones, our families, our friends, maybe even you. Families who are Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Samoan, from the Philippines, Vietnam, India, and other Asian communities. Racism is not okay against Asian Americans or against anyone. No one should feel unsafe or unwelcome for any reason. On Mr. Floyd's birthday, I told you that I don't want to be treated unfairly. I know what it's like to be treated unfairly. It never feels good, and it's never okay. I don't want to feel that, and I don't want you or anyone else to have to feel that. We have to speak up and speak out, and keep speaking up when we see something that is unfair or mean, when we see something that is wrong. That's not enough. We have to learn about and celebrate each other's differences. And we all must learn and always be willing to appreciate how special we all are. Friends, I've said it before, I know, and I'm going to say it again today. I'm going to keep saying it. No one should be treated unfairly because of what they look like, because of where they come from, because of the language they speak, because of how they speak. No one should be mistreated, ever. Sadly, some people don't know or believe that. But we do. You and I believe that. You and I know that's what it means to be a community. That's what it means to be unified when we say we are San Francisco Unified School District. Friends, soon many of you are going to start going back to your school buildings. I think schools should be places where everyone can come together and learn about each other, where you can learn about yourself, where you can be friends and do things with all different people from all different places. I know that all of the adults in your school are working really hard to make sure that school is that place for you. That it's a place where you can learn about and with others together. We're also working hard to make sure that schools are a place where you feel safe, where you feel welcome, but we're going to need your help to do that. I'm going to need you to speak up when you or anyone near you is treated unfairly or mean. I want you to share what makes you special and unique and to celebrate the beauty and difference of others. I want us, all of us, to join people from all over the world to end racism and all forms of meanness towards others. And if we do this together, then our schools, our city, and even our world can be a better place where everybody can be their best and truest selves. San Francisco Unified, the world is counting on us to make a difference. I'm counting on you to make a difference. And together, I know that we will. Enjoy this episode.
yourself what's going on over there. Ask yourself who's really alright. Ask yourself what can I open my mind. Ask yourself what do I stand up for. Ask yourself what do I wanna do. Come on now. Ask yourself, am I woke? If you're woke, stand up, speak up. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up for you. Stand up. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up. I'm gonna stand up for you. Get together and stand as one. Gotta wanna know each other. Everyone. It takes that courage and that fierce love to bravely stand up and defend someone. Ask 'em now, do I say your name right? Ask 'em now, are you really alright? Ask 'em now, did you get your turn? Ask 'em now, is there more for me to learn? Ask 'em now, can I stand up for you? Ask 'em now, can I do more for you? Ask yourself, am I woke? If you're woke, stand up, speak up. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up. I'ma stand up for you. I'ma stand up.
I'm gonna stand up for you. We are the ones we've been waiting for.
And we gotta change things now.
Right now, not some other time.
You know, I don't look like you, but I still got your back.
I don't look like you, but I still got your back. Do something. Make a difference. Don't wait.
Hi everyone, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está in Filipino means hello, or in like Spanish, ¿cómo está? How are you? Well, my name is Justin Ray, and I am a para from Sunset Elementary. Today I have this really cool book. It's called Young, Proud, and Sungji, a children's book on fighting anti-Asian racism during COVID-19, which is during this pandemic that we are going through right now. It is by authors Joyce Y. Lee and Emily Koo. The illustrations of this book are provided and made by Maggie Chen. So this book is really awesome, for it is noting that for parents, caregivers, and all those serving children, the purpose of this book is to provide a resource to help generate meaningful discussion between adults and children about anti-Asian racism. An incident involving anti-Asian racism is directly introduced in the story of this book. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the first page of the book and start reading. I hope you really enjoy this book as much as I did while I was scrolling through the library online. I found this and it felt really meaningful to me. Here goes. My family owns a Korean restaurant. My mom takes orders while my dad cooks and my grandma watches over my baby brother. That is Sungji. She's wearing yellow. Me, I greet our guests like this. Oh, she's waving. Can you wave back? Nice waving, y'all. I like that. Everyone calls me Sungji. But normal days like these are changing quickly because of COVID-19. You see on the TV, it says breaking news. How many of y'all see that on the TV screen at home? Oh, you do? Yeah, it's like almost every day that we see that on the television screen. Next page. At school, my teacher said that we were no longer going to be coming to school because that the virus was spreading. Instead, we would have to stay home. We had a lot of questions. Like down below, do you see them? A classmate turned and said, "This is your fault." I felt shame. I knew something was wrong, but not sure why. When I arrived back at the restaurant, I shared what happened with my family. Is something wrong with me? I asked. My dad said, "No, sweetheart. COVID-19 is spreading all over the world. People are very scared. Some people are even angry because they believe that Asians have caused the virus and are spreading it. Mom added, "Your friends may blame you for spreading the virus because of the way you look. This is called racism. Their actions and words are really hurtful. But the truth is anyone can get and spread the virus." My grandmother chimed in, "Sungji, COVID-19 is not your fault. There is nothing wrong with you. You can be proud of being Korean, our culture, and our heritage. Let's work on treating others with fairness and respect." After hearing this, I felt better inside because I stopped thinking there was something wrong about how I looked and about being me, about being Asian American. The next day at the park, I saw a small group of kids calling Jingyi, my friend from China, names for spreading the virus. From a distance, I said, "It's not okay to blame Jingyi for COVID-19 when anyone can get it. To say that Asians spread virus is unfair, unkind, and disrespectful." The kids apologized and left. Whoa. I said to Jingyi, "What's happening isn't your fault. What they did was very hurtful. Nothing's wrong with you, Jingyi. You can be proud of being Chinese. Let's treat all people with fairness and respect and be there for each other like those at the protests." You see those protest posters? Jingyi agreed as we both walked home. At the restaurant, there were fewer and fewer customers. But at home, I learned how to use a computer just like this, and we on the Zoom or a television screen, iPad, to see my teacher and friends. I also helped my grandmother cook and played with my baby brother. Last night, I went into my brother's room where he was fast asleep. I bent over his crib and whispered in his ears, "You're beautiful and perfect. I love you. Let's be proud of who we are." Good night. Well, thank you all for listening to this wonderful story. I hope you learn more of anti-Asian racism and that you go and teach your friends or people that don't know about it. The authors are really awesome. They gave me permission to read this aloud to you all. And feel free to check out this book. There's a PDF version online if you look up the story. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the program.
Peace everyone, it's Miss May from SFLA Dance in Schools and Communities program. I hope you all have been taking great care of yourselves and each other. I know it continues to be a challenging time for us all. On top of this global pandemic, many of us don't feel safe in our own communities. Due to the rise of violence against Asian Americans, many of us are fearful to even go outside of our homes. As an Asian American woman, I felt a lot of grief in these weeks. I've cried my eyes out in response to the senseless violence and racially motivated attacks fueled by white supremacy. You may be asking yourselves, why? Why is this happening? Why is this still happening? Why are there people who hate those that look like me? Those that look like my friends? What can I do about it? Is there anything we can do? These are the exact questions that we need to be asking ourselves in this time. With the return to in-person learning just around the corner, there may be a lot of anxiety and confusion on how to best protect ourselves and one another. So today we're going to do our best to try to ease some of that anxiety and lessen that confusion. Indeed, we protect ourselves and one another. It is up to us. And because it's especially important to know we can't do this work alone, I've invited my friends Mr. Zeke and Ms. Satoko to help me out today. Let's begin with grounding into our breath. Planting your feet firm into our earth, inhaling. Exhaling out in any direction, inhaling. Remember, return to your breath every time, anytime you start to feel tension in your body. Whenever we let out a deep exhale, we give ourselves permission to come back to ourselves, to calm the body, mind, and think it's a really right time to bring back one of our Filipino concepts from last season. Lakas ng loob. Lakas ng loob is courage. Its literal translation means inner strength. So we think about how courage doesn't come from outside of ourselves. It can be given to us by somebody else. It really is the quality that we have to cultivate from within. What movement can you draw from inside of yourself? What does inner strength look like outside of yourself and in the world? Beautiful. Lakas ng loob comes from inside of you, and it's something we need the support from our community to cultivate for ourselves. Although lakas ng loob comes from within, it's also influenced and inspired by those around you. Those in your classroom, your trusted friends, your family. That's why it's especially important to come together in these times to strengthen our collective bond, to not only stand in, but embody solidarity. Solidarity is a united feeling in action, in movement. If I see my friend or classmate being treated unfairly or unjustly, I'm going to embody solidarity with them. This can look like a number of different ways. Sometimes it's simply about asking, what do you need? Other times it's really about getting others, rallying everybody up to be in solidarity with you, because we are more powerful in numbers. Embodying solidarity and activating your lakas ng loob can also mean being direct with the person who is doing wrong. Because sometimes no one in their life has ever told them they're doing wrong. So they need your judgment. So be in that judgment to see if the situation is safe, and trust your intuition to know if is it right for me to say something. It may very well be the moment that helps a person change their behavior from wrong to right. And since there are so many voices in the Asian American community, I've asked some of my dancer friends to share how they embody inner strength in these times.
别见面。
Be proud of who you are. Celebrate all your special qualities because that's what makes you uniquely you.
我们必须学着互相照顾，尤其是现在的情况非常重要。
自由。We get free. Together.
和をもって尊しとなす。
Peace, love, harmony.
Love.
Love.
Thank you to our friends, and thank you for embodying solidarity with us today. We just explored how you can be anti-racist and take action on things important to you. Take great care of yourselves and each other, please. Hold your community close and know that another way is possible. Till next time, bye.
Hello, friends. Mr. Peter at your service. And today, we recognize someone who lived in the San Francisco Bay Area most of her life. Ruth Asawa was an American artist who created amazing sculptures woven from wire. 15 of these sculptures can be seen at the DeYoung Museum in Golden Gate Park. She also built fountains beautifying public spaces in San Francisco. Apart from her work as an artist, Ruth was an advocate for arts education and school gardens. An advocate is someone who works and speaks out in support of a cause. Ruth was born and raised in Southern California. When she was a teenager, the United States went to war with Japan. As a result, the U.S. government arrested Japanese families, including Ruth and her family. They were put in prison camps. Asian Americans in general were treated very badly by the public too. Ruth was an optimist. She always looked on the bright side of things. She called herself a citizen of the universe. That is the title of our song today. It is about her early years. My name is Ruth Asawa. I was born in California, and my parents were born in Japan. I am female, yes, and I am Japanese American. But first, I am an artist in the world. My name is Ruth Asawa, citizen of the universe. Her family leased a farm in Norwalk, outside of LA. Ruth came along in 1926. January 24th was her birthday, the fourth of 7 children. They all would lend a hand, growing fruits and vegetables on someone else's land. My name is Ruth Asawa. Her name is Ruth Asawa, citizen of the universe. We break the rich earth and lay the seeds in their beds, working to make life. When Ruth was in the 3rd grade, her artwork was displayed. Her teacher, Mrs. Morrison, praised the drawing she made. She even won a contest with a picture of Miss Liberty. Saturday she went to Japanese school, studying language and calligraphy. My name is Ruth Asawa. Her name is Ruth Asawa, citizen of the universe. Her arm reaches up to heavens from the nation. Through the air we share. Japan bombed Pearl Harbor in 1941. USA involvement in World War II was begun. People who were Japanese were taken by the FBI. Her daddy was sent to New Mexico. They didn't even have a chance to say goodbye. My name is Ruth Asawa. Her name is Ruth Asawa, citizen of the universe. They fell from the sky and changed our world just like that. Why must there be bombs? They were moved to Arkansas, where they spent the next few years. Ruth made art whenever she could, She edited the paper for the high school in the intern camp. When Ruth earned a scholarship, she felt just like a champ. My name is Ruth Asawa. Her name is Ruth Asawa. I was born in California. She was born in California. And my parents were born in Japan. I am female, yes, and I am Japanese American. But first, I am an artist in the world. My name is Ruth Asawa. Her name is Ruth Asawa, citizen of the universe.
Hello, I'm Superintendent Dr. Vincent Matthews of the San Francisco Unified School District. It made me so happy to spend time with you today. I hope you had fun too.
What did you make on the show today? Submit your content here using the QR code or go to bit.ly/SFUSD, yes, YES, and watch all of our episodes at sfusd.edu/SF-loves-learning.
And now it's time to say goodbye. So let's sing our goodbye song. For this song, you have to use your whole body. Will you sing it with me? Are you ready? Wave high, wave low. For now, it's time to go. Wave your elbows, wave your toes, wave your tongue, and wave your nose. Wave your knees, wave your lips, blow a kiss with your fingertips. Wave your ears, wave your hair, wave your belly, and wave your derriere. Wave your chin, wave your eye. For now it's time to say goodbye. Bye-bye.
SFUSD, that's the place to be. SFUSD, bienvenidos a Tijuana. SFUSD, everyone come and see. SFUSD, join our family.